Hey everybody, welcome to your October monthly reading, and we are looking into chakras this year. We started at the beginning of the year with the root chakra, and we've made it through all the regular, most popular ones, and we are exploring the chakras that are outside the human body. And this month, we're looking at the 9th chakra, which is known as the seat of the soul. And it's just above the 8th chakra. So you have the crown chakra, you have the 8th chakra. This one's the 9th chakra above that. And that basically gives us access to the soul's higher purpose. It lets us see the archetypes and the patterns that we chose to have with these characters that we're playing here on this earth. And in kind of relation to that, I actually have what's called a life compass astral reading, which is a astrological reading that I look at your north node and your south node on your birth chart. And the south node kind of tells you those archetypes, those patterns, those challenges, or those like urges and tendencies that you're born with that you kind of transform over your lifetime. It's the things we revert back to when like we're anxious or we're in fear, that type of thing. But the north node is kind of like the highest expression that we're wanting to look and work towards achieving in the life. So it kind of talks about the soul's higher purpose and these archetypes and patterns. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a giveaway drawing for these astro readings, the Life Compass astro readings. And all you have to do is, one, of course, be a subscriber to my channel, and two is make some sort of comment on this video, and I will enter everyone into a drawing that has those comments. I will draw on October 8th, so I'll give you a little bit of time to comment on there and see these, and then I'll put out a special video announcement announcing who the winners are. So I'm going to have 12 different videos, of course, for the 12 different individual zodiac signs. I'm going to put everyone in a giant pile together, and depending on how many comments there are, I'll pull a variety of winners for those Life Compass astro readings. So I'm excited to see how that unfolds for you, but we're going to jump into your specific reading for your specific sign right now. All right, Libras, this is your October monthly reading, and we're going to start off pulling a card just to find out what the Creator wants you to know about your soul's higher purpose. And if you're new to my channel, what I do each month is I take a tarot deck and I split out the major arcana from the 4 suits of the minor arcana. This month I'm actually using the Naked Heart Tarot, and all the cards I use in a reading I do list in the description box below. So if any of them catch your fancy and you're like, hey, I want those for myself, you'll know where you can find the link and locate those. So let's use these major arcana, and we're going to mix these up, and then we're going to pull and see what your soul's higher purpose is, or what the Creator wants you to know about it. So let's just mix those up. All right. So for our Libras, what would you like them to know? Okay, their soul's higher purpose. Boom. Right off the bat, you have the Star card. Star card is the bringer of hope. It is connecting to your higher self and the awareness, shining bright in the darkness, right? When we're in the daylight, you don't see the stars. It's in the darker times that the light helps bring the balance and helps people see, a bright star, a bright light in the darkness. So I really feel this is a huge piece of why you're here. Light worker comes to mind. Light, bright light. We're also going to pull cards here from the archetype deck and just see the other side of that. What is your human character bringing in with it? What kind of archetype or patterns are coming in relation to how are you sharing this with the world? So let's take a look. All right. So for our Libras, what would you like them to know about the archetype that's impacting? All right, so there we go. And you've got the priest. Priest or priestess, right? And so the light attribute of this is you facilitate spiritual commitments. You serve as a channel of spiritual energy. So right in alignment with that star. The shadowy side, which would be like the south node we talked about in the intro, is you violate the trust of your spiritual community. You're seduced by your own spiritual role. So the challenge is not to get caught up with your spiritual ego and feeling like you are superior or that you are better than others. You know, the difference between arrogance and confidence. Arrogance is like, I do this better than everyone else. Confidence is, I do this well. So the comparison is where you're changing it. And really, as you connect to this higher place, you do it from a place of, being humble and not, from a place of confidence rather than from a place of arrogance. And we are going to dig in deeper, of course. Now, when we look into the 4 suits of the minor arcana, these represent the 4 different areas that your human character experiences life through. We will start with the fire element, which is the suit of wands. And this represents your drive, your ambition, your passion, your inspiration, your overall energy. And so the creator wants you, this is what the creator wants you to know, but your energetic adventure in the month of October in regards to all of this. Okay. And then here's your cards. So you've got the 5 of Wands, beautiful energy. So the 5 of Wands is about moving from how you're perceiving things, and you're moving it from a place of fear to a place of love. This represents like conflict in the beginning where there's 5 people with their wands and the action movie starts and you see them busting each other and beating each other with their wands. And finally it gets down to where 4 exhausted and are laying on the ground and 1 is barely left standing. And then you're like, what's going to happen next? Is he going to, end all their lives? And then they all start laughing and you're like, what is going on here? And then you see them all help each other up and they all walk down a path back to the monastery meal hall and have a meal together. And that represents this change of energy. It moves from where you think they're trying to kill each other for their own benefit, right, to where you're seeing that out of love for each other, these monastery monks were helping each other train and to improve their skills. So this movement of energy, this change of energy from fear to love, and that's what's coming in here. Yeah, and then you have the 3 of Wands. So change of direction, a change of where you're investing your energy comes in here as well with this month of October. So you are coming into a lot of keen awareness about who you are and what you have to offer. And with this kind of giant flame ball that's happening, you're with your connection to the spirit world, you're really that confidence coming in. And where you were going to go off on this direction because you thought from a spiritual ego place, well, this is what spiritual people do. We go do this. And now you're like, you know what? No, I'm going to go do this. It's like breaking out from this. When you first hear the word priest, you might be like, oh, rules. But that's the shadowy side. The bright side is like, I get to be a conduit of spirit for the world. And so I really feel this is what's coming in there. We'll also pull a card here from the Spirit of the Animal Oracle. See what else they want you to know about this energy for October. So what else for our Libras, please? Right, this is the one. And you got the Otter Spirit. You are never alone. Yeah, absolutely. You are constantly surrounded by a host of beings that are backing you up. The spiritual connection that we're talking about here, about you being this conduit and this channel for the spirit world, means they're always around you. They're always supporting you, always giving you answers, always giving you direction. And so you are embracing that. And it's a wonderful place to be. Now, the Otter Spirit says, like true friends, otters nurture each other and express their affection through touch. Actions such as holding hands and giving hugs offer reassurance that we are never really alone and that we are always cherished. Otter Spirit has appeared to remind you to experience and express friendship in tangible and even tactile ways. Communicate with your voice, your facial expressions, your gestures, and your actions, letting your love express itself beyond just the words you speak. Otter Spirit's message is that presence matters. So remember to be fully present when those you care about are around you, helping them sense the love and affection and appreciation that you have for them. Now is the time for a joyful celebration of the love in your life that expresses as friendship and companionship. Hug someone, touch their arm, or simply look into their eyes with your full attention, saying, "I care and you matter." Make time for friendship. Otter Spirit promises that the moment you reach out, you will remember that you too have many who love and care about you. You are never alone and you are always loved. Yes, absolutely. That's the message that you gain as you connect to your higher self. You feel this host of beings of unconditional love and light on the other side that love you so deeply, intently, and unconditionally. You fill up with that and overflows out to the world. So this is part of channeling. Everything really, whether you're channeling healing energy or messages or loved ones who've gone to the other side or messages from star seeds and groups or whatever you're doing in bringing the spirit world, you are channeling that. It's all made of unconditional love energy. It's just the way it's being expressed to the world. So definitely love this for you. Next, we'll move into the element of earth and the Suit of Pentacles. Now, this is your inner energy. We'll talk about your inner thoughts and your inner emotions. This is the only one that's about the outside. So all these characters that are on the mighty play stage of life and all the props that are on there, like your body, your possessions, everything outside of yourself, that's what this is about. What is your physical adventure? What does the Creator and Spirit want all of you to know about your physical adventure during the month of October? So for our Libras, all right, that's the one right here. And you have the Two of Pentacles. It is time, and it's time to balance. You have choices that you're making in the outside world. And as choices come up, and as you come to these forks in a road, definitely connect to the higher world and ask them for their opinion, because they do see things from the higher perspective, the larger perspective. So it represents this ebb and flow of life that you do go back and forth between shadow and light and shadow and light and shadow and light. So we come down here to experience. Of course, the more we connect to spirit, the more we're like, oh, it feels so good. I don't want to jump into the cold pool as much as I want to sit in the hot tub, right? Sometimes we go from the hot tub into the cold pool, back into the hot tub, and you're like, oh, it feels so good, I'm staying in here. And that's kind of what's happening, is this balancing is aware, but you're also realizing that it's all meant to be, it's all part of the process as well. We're going to pull from the Sacred Forest Oracle, see what else they want to add into your physical adventure for October. All right, so for our Libras, and of course, all about balance, Libra, that's you. You are the masters of balance. So this is like a perfect card for you. Then you have the Crystal Cave and Trust. Beautiful card. We'll put that right here. And this card number 9. Hermit energy, definitely this inner search that's going on. And, of course, the Hermit in the Major Arcana has this giant lantern with this bright star in it that helps guide the path. And what is that star? It's this star right here. And so you are on this inner journey. This month of October, it's really showing you that you're doing a lot of inner journeying and inner exploration, but it's your higher self that's guiding you through all this, right? And it says you stand before the cave, but you can't see in. Although you don't know what to expect, certitude is rising within you. You know that you are meant to go forward. You know that you are safe. You take a deep breath in and then take the first step. Caves have long been considered secret passageways to sacred powers and forces. Certain shamanic initiations occurred in caves because they were thought to be places where your intuition could be activated. The appearance of this card is a message to believe in your intuition no matter where it takes you. Have faith in yourself and know that you're divinely guided, even when you have doubts. Trust your feelings about others and about situations. You're exactly where you need to be. Trust is the foundation of the ability to manifest. Everything was created because someone believed that it was possible, and patience is absolutely critical in the application of this principle. Change can happen in a heartbeat, but some things require time. And here, time, right? This hourglass. Let me catch up where I was. Okay, please be patient and know that it will happen. Whatever receives your care and attention will flourish. Believe. You've planted your seeds, now give them time to grow. In cultures throughout the world, the cave represents the womb, a source of life. They are where early humans sought shelter and protection. And in the depth of the cave, know that you are safe and that you are protected. The spirit of the crystal cave says you can let go and allow your clear, focused intuition to flow freely. Follow the nudges from your soul. Listen to others, but trust your instincts. So beautiful, beautiful messages coming in here. And then we'll move into the element of air, which is the suit of swords. Now, this is all your thoughts, your beliefs, your mindsets, your attitudes, your expectations. So it's all about your mental adventure during the month of October. And this, of course, is your element. Libra, you are an air sign. So nothing to be afraid of here. You're like, oh, yes, the mind. Perfect. So this is the card here. And you got the Spirit of Swords. So King of Swords coming up in here. So this is you showing the yourself, your power, all the kings, the spirits here, in addition to ruling over the element, which is air. All of them get an extra dose of air. So this is double air, really being in your mind, really being aware of what you're thinking. It has the Ace of Swords too, which allows it to connect to the capital T truths of the higher realm, while at the same time, the double-edged sword, the other side, allows you to cut away those small T truths of the human side, all those opinions that are rooted in the fear of losing conditional love. So you are really mastering your thoughts and your self-talk and your stories. This also represents new communication coming in, new messages coming in, new thoughts, new ideas. So you definitely have this beautiful spark of new mental energy coming in to help you with all this unfolding that's coming in October. We're also going to pull a card here from the numerology guidance cards to see what else they want to add for your mental adventure. One more time. All right. So what else for our Libras? There we go. And you got pain. Card number 9, or 63, which 6 and 3 is 9. So another internal energy going on here. And I really like this because this is not about you really becoming a parent yourself. This has to do with you, like a priest or, like a head nun, their mother and fathers. It's about you being a spiritual parent for others, whether that is in a nurturing way or whether it's in a guiding way where it's more of the divine masculine power. Either way or both really intermix because it is parenting. So I feel like you're using this ability, you're using this knowledge and information to really work this beautiful balancing, this beautiful guidance and nurturing through sparking in October. But I feel like this is part of how you bring the knowledge and the bright light. You know, go to the trodden and the people that are feeling low, and you become this bright light. You give them the nurturing love they need, and then those that need tough love, you zip into that, you know, divine masculine father kind of perspective. And that's whether you're male or female or how you identify. You have both of those energies in there that you use for this. Now, for some of you, this is a general reading. I am feeling like this is also that you're receiving communication from your parents, whether they are in this world or had already gone to the other side. You're going to be getting messages from them, and it's significant messages in the month of October that help you along this path, help you realize just how you're able to help others. So I really love that. And then lastly, we do move into the final element of water, which is the Suit of Cups. And this represents your emotions. So this is what Spirit would like you to know about your emotional adventure during the month of October. All right. So for our Libras, what would you like them to know? Okay, they want this one right here. You have the Eight of Cups. So you are moving to a new level in your emotions. You're ready to leave behind those emotions that are no longer serving you. You're recognizing those emotions that were holding you back and that you were kind of cycling and circling. And you realize, okay, they've done what they've needed to do. I've learned what I've needed to learn from them, but I'm not going to invest my energy in them anymore. I'm leaving those behind. I'm headed off to the next level, which is the Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment card. So you're definitely moving into this wish fulfillment type of energy for your life, and the journey begins in October. And then lastly, we're going to pull a card here from these Moonology manifestation cards. And because it's your last card for this reading, it can still represent your emotional adventure, but we're also going to allow it to be a wild card, and it can be whatever else the creator wants you to know for the month of October. So there's a couple shuffles here. All right. So for our Libras, what else would you like them to know about their October, please? All right, it's this one right here. And you've got the lighten up, last quarter moon in Leo. Yeah, Leo is ruled by the sun, the brightness there. So definitely this bright light, and again, this bright yellow energy of your solar plexus. So let's take a look here and see that's the last quarter of Leo. So what's happening for you right now can turn out well, but you need to find a balance between the light and the dark of the situation. Shut up. So get in touch with some lighter and happier feelings to clear away any energetic debris that may have grown out of your fears. That said, this isn't about glossing over any dramas and pretending all is well if it isn't. A positive attitude towards life now will help clear away any upsets. Love it. And it says two very strong energies are at play here. All the things you fear and your very vitality. Drawing this card suggests you need to lighten up a little. Happy manifesting comes from a happy place. So make a list of your blessings. So being aware of the energy and where you're investing it too, you can help people, of course. Whatever we focus on is what grows in our life. So we're focusing on lack and what we don't want in our life. It's like growing. And if you're focusing in on what you're grateful for and what you do want in your life, then that grows instead and this other thing shrinks. So part of the wisdom and what you're giving to people is that wonderful balancing of energy, and you're able to come in into the darkness with this bright, bright light coming in. So I do love this for you. Now, if you are looking for more messages of love from above, Libras, in addition to these monthly readings for each zodiac sign, I also put out weekly energy updates for each individual zodiac sign and a few other types of videos throughout the month. So if you don't want to miss out on any of those and be notified immediately when they become available, if you give this video a little thumbs up and click the like button. Also click the subscribe button, and that gives you access to the notification bell. And when you go in there, if you select the all option, then you will be notified of any new video that comes out on this channel. And also doing those things, it does help spread the love, and it helps my channel grow in significant ways. Because when you like a video, or you share a video, you comment on a video, and especially subscribing to the channel, doing those things makes the YouTube algorithm so giddy happy, it does want to share the videos and messages of this channel with other people as well. So if you feel inspired to do any of those things, I am ever so grateful. Also, these are general readings, and if you're looking for even more specific information and answers for your specific life, I do offer personal readings. All that information is listed in the description box below. For most of my services, I do offer a sliding price scale, which allows you to choose among a few different price points for one that's more in alignment with your current budget. So some flexibility there. All right, Libras, as you go throughout this month of October, please know that every second of every day of your life that you are unconditionally loved by the Creator of all things. And of course, I love you too. Have an amazing month. We'll be talking soon. In the meantime, you hang in there and you take care.